We need to get to drinking. We haven't had anything. Oh, I had some pours about 9 o'clock this morning.
That's making the final cut.
Hello, welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Bill.
I'm Josh.
And today we have nothing in front of us.
Yeah.
We have things beside us.
Because I did some hunting.
And
you did some ordering.
I did some ordering.
And some hunting.
And some hunting.
And your brother did some hunting.
And my brother did some hunting. And I did some more hunting.
Yeah.
And I finally made it home today.
30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So.
I've been to Florida by way of South Carolina. Then I've been to all around northern Florida. Georgia.
Everywhere in Georgia.
South Carolina. And
you've been everywhere, man.
Yeah.
You've been everywhere.
That's it. Me and Johnny Cash.
So we're going to start with one bottle just because in our last haul, it was the Coup de Grace. And, well, at least from what we've tasted so far, it was the Coup de Grace. And Dad found another one. This one.
Yeah.
From 2023. So
Camp Nelson.
Another single rickhouse. This is a Camp Nelson F from 2023. 117.6 proof, so lower than this for 2024. But very happy to have another one of these in the selection. So.
And I got that from Louis, somewhere in South Carolina, close to the border of Florida, somewhere.
Well, it could have been South Carolina if you're close to the border of Florida.
Okay, then South Carolina, close to the border of Georgia on my way to Florida. I don't know. It was late.
He's had a day.
I've been driving for quite some time.
Why don't you grab the floor bourbon down there over there by you? Because all of that came from the same place.
Let's see. Yeah. So there is a Nashville Barrel Company, 7-year-old, Seal Box Select, 128.94 proof. So that one picked up from Seal Box. Kind of a box filler, actually. Although, love.
Yes, Nashville Barrel
Love
Company.
some Nashville Barrel Company.
But you need to get that shipping requirement.
And
another one.
So this is their Nash-Tucky Distillery Connected Spirits, kind of I think it's a partnership type thing. But anyway, Nashville's finest, small batch. I was trying to get the rye, but I missed on it. So we'll keep trying for that. 120.4 proof. And nothing on the age, I don't believe.
Fairly dark.
Yeah.
Fairly
Heard
dark.
good things about it, though.
Two more down.
Am I going again?
Yeah, you just keep going.
All right.
Just knock out your floor bourbon, then I'll do mine.
So we needed to
expand
our double oaked. And so we've actually done some of that. But there is Barrel Foundations, 5-year-old. So pick that one up again.
Extremely reasonable pricing for a double oaked product.
$49.
I know,
$50
right?
bucks,
Crazy. Excited to pop that thing open.
And then
I was so excited for this one.
One that we have been, Josh has had my eye on, Smoke Eye Hill Barrel Proof.
Blue corn.
We never saw this until this week, and I saw a lot of it. But the prices were the same, on the seal box.
So we got to talk about this thing.
Okay.
All right. So it's a blue corn bourbon. I've never had blue corn bourbon. It's barrel proof. I think it's sourced. Doesn't appear to tell me on the back, anyways. 67%?
134.2 proof, yeah.
Ooh, boy. All right. I am very much looking forward to popping that one. All right, I've got some floor bourbon, so you will have to tell me.
Well, since you're in the blue corn, is it still floor bourbon?
I've got 3 bottles of floor bourbon down here.
Okay, all right, because I put a box in there that you could kind of kick on that.
Okay, I mean I can wait and do those later.
Whatever.
I'll just knock them out real quick. This little guy.
Yeah, so I did not have a great experience in Florida, to be quite honest with you. I didn't find much at all.
Couldn't stand the drivers.
Oh, I feel bad for those of you that are in Florida that are good drivers, and I know that our viewers are good drivers. Stay away from Zephyr Hills. But anyway, this is a Limestone Farms. I saw this sitting on a shelf in a store that had a good selection, but anything they had that was I'll call it semi-precious, was high. And some of it was 3 times high. And I saw a lot of 3 times high this week. or over the last 2 weeks. So this is Limestone Farms Rye Whiskey Experimental.
Not Limestone Farms.
I'm sorry.
Limestone Branch.
Limestone Branch.
Different things, everyone.
Yeah.
This is a rye whiskey, a experimental series. Comes from the distillery. This is a 15-gallon barrel. It is 61% rye, 44% red wheat. So a wheated rye.
Different.
Very interesting. And 5% malted barley. Aged for 43 months, 94 proof, barrel char level number 3. Barrel entry was 60.08%, so went in hot, came out low. And honestly, just looking forward to trying something a little different. Bit.
And it was $30.
Yeah,
for a $3.75.
So after that, you got yourself another one of our favorite kinds of store picks, and that is an OFO single barrel proof rye.
Out of the third floor.
Warehouse H. Another Warehouse H.
Warehouse H. I got this one at West Side Bottle Shop in Athens, Georgia this morning, in fact.
Yeah.
So just walking along and saw it in the rye section sitting on the shelf, that and 2 more of them. And I checked the others just to see if they were different. If they were, I'd have probably bought
a different one
too.
H.
No, I'd have bought both.
Okay.
Because these are really, for us, these are really hard to come by.
I just once again would like to point out how when this channel started, your opinion on Old Forester was no thank
Yeah, but that's Old Forester, not OFO. That's different.
It's the same thing, everybody. It's the same thing. All right. We're going to have to clear our workspace here in a minute, but we got one more bottle on the floor here, and that is another one from a stock you made this morning, and that is ASW Fiddler. This is the toasted wheat.
Toasted wheat.
You didn't tell me it was wheated.
I don't tell you everything.
Char level 2, heavy toast, 56.8% alcohol by volume, 6-year and 2-month, cask strength, wheated, 45% wheat. So that's heavy wheat.
This one I got at Jay's Bottle Shop in Athens.
Also in Athens.
Over by the college or by the medical portion. And he gave me his card, so let me see what it is. I can pull that out of here and find his name.
Very nice.
Yeah, really nice guy there.
Subscribed, I believe. So
Addison
sir,
was there. So
thank you for subscribing. Hopefully you're watching now.
Yeah.
Thank you for hopefully a great pick.
And do us a favor, tell your friends, see if you can get them to subscribe. Tell your enemies, tell your in-laws, whatever.
All of you viewers out there right now, if you haven't subscribed, now's the time to do it. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, share it again with your friends, your in-laws, your enemies, anyone and everyone.
And we'll be right back after we clear some space because we have more to go. Stick with us.
All right, it's my turn to show off some bottles.
We're back.
Everything except for one of these bottles I got at Liquor on the Lake in South Carolina, and the name of the town is now leaving me.
It's Lake Wiley.
Yeah, it's off Lake Wiley. I don't remember.
I think it's actually called Lake Wiley.
It might be.
Township.
Who knows? Probably should have looked it up before we started, but that's another style. But the first one we got was the Penelope Wheated. Like $43?
Yeah, I saw some. Thought it's on in the 30s.
Yeah, it's super
in Kentucky. Yeah, I think somewhere else I was.
It's a 95 proofer. Heard some pretty good things about it. You love wheated bourbon. I was like, let me grab it. So got that one. Let's see. Just down the road from there at a South Carolina has ABC stores, but they're not actual like ABC. It's not a state-run thing.
Yeah. South Carolina, you look for the 3 red circles.
Yes. And this is one of those stores. It was connected to a gas station.
Was it an Exxon station?
It was.
I know that one.
Oh, boy.
I do. I know.
Okay. And they had the new Bullet, their own distillate, the 7-year bottled in bond. And I've already popped this, and the cork is so tight. I had a hard time getting the cork off of this the first time. I was very worried it was going to break because it's very small. But it's Bullet's own distillate. It's the first time they're releasing their own distillate. So
we'll get back to you on how that is.
We will. I think I have one more. Oh, you know what? I knew I left one. I left a barrel pick from Liquor on the Lake. It was a Redemption High Rye pick. Got to try it at the store. Awesome staff, very nice, was very talkative. allowed me to bend their ear and ask them some questions.
Seeing a theme here recently with you.
I haven't even opened it, so
you tend to forget a lot of things to bring.
Don't worry, everybody. I brought the things I was supposed to bring. My last bottle over here actually came from North Carolina and came from the Locust ABC store, where we pick up our North Carolina Bourbon Society picks.
Some of them, yes.
And I was on my way to pick one up, and when I was waiting for them to go back and get my bottle, I was just kind of having a look around, seeing what was there. And they had a little bit of a scavenger hunt going that day.
Oh, really?
And I got a Penelope Havana. And if you follow us on TikTok, you already know I got this bottle. And if you're not following us on TikTok, tiktok.com/bourbon_theory, you'll get more content from us.
Yeah.
And who doesn't want more of me?
And if you are following us on TikTok, get back over here to YouTube.
Yeah, guys. Anyways, rum and maple finished barrel. Dad just loves that.
Oh, God.
We got to open it now.
Can't hold myself back.
So we will pop this with my fiance because I got it for her. So.
Okay.
Actually, it is popped, but she already tried it. But we'll do it on camera with her. All right, Dad. You want to throw some bottles up here?
On the maple theme, I picked this one up yesterday in Georgia.
Yeah.
So it's the 13th colony. This is their Maple Wood Spirals finish. 56.5, 113 proof. I knew it was releasing. I think it released last Friday, a week ago today. And I heard it was going to release, and I happened to see it. It was actually in a stack out in the store. So
I will once again implore 13th Colony to give us wider.
Yeah, wider than the glass.
Let me grab onto something here.
Also, I did see, what is it, the 15th anniversary? Is what the one with the white label. I saw that, and I saw the double oaked.
And they were
$700 each.
Yikes!
Different stores.
Yikes!
There's a reason they're not on the table, and it's because they were $700 each. So
here, Dad, you want to put this one up here? Because you
got
this today.
You do it.
Well, you bought it.
Yeah, I got it because of you.
Okay. Well, this is from, what is it, Highwire? Highwire Distilling. This is Jimmy Red, a little sampler pack. They have their straight bourbon whiskey, which I believe is here. There's a sherry cask finish, which I think is here, and a bottled and bond that is over here. But, if I'm not mistaken, they use red corn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they have a specific blend that only uses the red corn, or if all of these use red corn. But there's little pieces of red corn on the bottles, so maybe that means that this is that.
I got that because Josh had been wanting to try some of this. We do have a bottle over here that we're holding off on until sometime later. It's somewhere in the mix of this place. Well, we've got we got a red, white, blue. We've got a Jeff the Creed.
Yeah, that's different.
That's a red, white, blue.
Different, yeah. I've been very interested to try red and blue corn offerings. Unfortunately, here in North Carolina, that just doesn't exist. There's nothing red or blue corn that I've ever seen.
I can't say that I have either.
So, got to go out of state to find some of that stuff.
And that was from Jay's Bottle Shop.
All right.
In Athens. Okay. Well, let's see. So let's move on to some Wisconsin bourbon. So we tried this at Evergreen in Bardstown at a sampling. They were a young lady there that was pouring samples of it. So we tried that. That's the Caribbean rum finish. And
Angel's Envy rum finish dry, everybody.
Yes.
Leap with with what it is.
And they can see. I mean, read. Come on.
Help our grammatically and reading disinclined viewers here, Dad.
Not content creators. So anyway, picked that one up, and I actually opened it this week while I was down in the Tampa area, and I shared it a little bit. And it's still a good pour to me.
Yeah.
It's a dessert for me. So,
but there's enough rye spice in there to get you through.
We'll try that one. Okay.
Don't forget to move them.
Well, first you don't want me to talk about it, and then you want me to talk about it.
No, I want you to talk about it.
Am I on again?
No, you're fired.
All right, then I picked this one up. You can tell how much it was. I picked this one up in Florida. It's a Bardstown Fusion Series. This is Fusion Series number 7. It's a blend of some young stuff and some older stuff.
Yep.
So kind of like us.
We have 54% of their distillate at 3 years old. That is a high rye mash bill, 75 corn, 21 rye. Then 10% of their 3-year-old stuff at a very high rye. That's 60 corn, 40 rye, nothing of anything else. Another one of their 3-year-olds at 6%. This one has both rye and wheat at 26 and 10 respectively. And then there's 20% 12-year-old Kentucky bourbon, very high corn, 78%, and then 10% 12-year Kentucky bourbon at 75% corn. So mostly their young stuff, but enough of some older distillate in there that hopefully makes up for it. And you've already tried it, so you know if it's any good. Again,
and this one comes off much sweeter than I expected it to be, but it was very sweet on the palate. You really can't say young because the blend is there, although there's more young than there is old. So, but anyway, we'll get into it.
We'll give it a full review eventually.
And as you can see, it was $69.99.
There you go.
All right, back to Wisconsin. So we have a Driftless Glen store pick. I think this is actually a backup for another one that I wanted to get.
We have, because that won our craft distiller cask strength wine tasting.
Yeah, it was very good.
Very good. So now we have another one.
Yep.
Looking forward to that. If you need me to put some over here.
So moving away from
that.
Oh, you don't want to make up 2 of those. Did I get 2 of those?
No, that's a rye.
I got a rye.
That's a rye.
So this is another, and by the way, these are Woodman's picks out of Sun Prairie. So this one is 48%, so 96 proof on that one. So we wanted to give that one a try. Now, moving away from Wisconsin and back to Florida, I was we were going through Brooksville, I think it is, out in the middle of nowhere, and we see a sign that says Bill's Liquor Store.
It's his own liquor store.
It was a sign.
He had to stop.
It's like somebody put a sign up.
It said Bill's Liquor.
And I had to stop, right?
You walk in, it's like, this is my joint.
And it's small and it's old, and they had a sign outside about being checked for certain diseases. There's a picture. So anyway, you can read it for yourself. So I'm looking around, and they had some product, and they had some secondary prices. I see this one, and I'm like, it doesn't have a price on it. So I said,
this one,
how much is that one?
Is Redwood Empire, their own distillate, the Haystack Needle, straight bourbon whiskey.
And this is a Florida exclusive on this one. So anyway.
No price.
No price on it before I was rudely interrupted. And it was $149.99.
So this is 72 corn, 18 rye, 5 wheat, 5 malted barley at 8 years old, 120.8 proof. Even tells you where they got the water.
Yeah, from an aquifer. Yeah.
The Russian River aquifer.
Yeah.
Don't say that these days. But super cool. I'm pretty sure these bottles are modeled to be like redwood trees.
Yeah, like the
because they are from Sonoma County, California. And really cool. Grain to glass. Very cool. Very much looking forward to that.
Oh yeah. So I picked up some tequila.
Get that out of here.
Come on. It was half price.
We're talking about bourbon and whiskey here, sir.
Oh, do you have any more?
I do.
Go ahead.
Would you like me to go?
Sure, do so.
Okay. All right, guys. I got another ASW Fiddler here. This one's a toasted rye.
So we got wheat and rye.
Yeah.
How about that? Somebody was paying attention.
I know.
It's 7 years old, too.
Yes, it is. Boy, oh boy. No, it's 6 years, 11 months.
Oh, sorry. So
they lied. That's false advertising.
I think that
Fiddler, better watch yourself.
That was the Turtle Creek pick.
Turtle Creek Wine and Spirits. Good store.
Yes, it was.
I wasn't there, but I've been told.
He tried to FaceTime me on that one, but
it wouldn't go through. The laptop wouldn't let me do it.
He has Android.
Yeah, it's cheaper. All right, this one, when you were there, I was on the phone with you and I looked it up real quick. This is another pick from Zeroglu Wine and Spirits. This is Big Creek Distilling Company.
So another Georgia distiller. So
single barrel, 7-year-old, 131.8 proof. Thank you very much. It says grain to gold on the back. That's trademarked. Maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Well, you said it trademarked, so.
Well, it's distilled, aged, and bottled by them. A father and son team, which is the reason
Imagine that.
why we got it. So there it is. Big Creek Distilling. I got another ASW Fiddler here. This is a Georgia Heartwood cask strength single barrel finished with charred oak staves. So a stave finish.
Very dark.
Another
But
pick.
you know what? That one is very dark too. It's a
another
double barrel.
pick
From
Turtle Creek.
Turtle.
There you go. And now we should probably clear the table
Okay.
and make some room. I do have more bottles over here, but we need to clear first.
Break time.
All right.
We're back.
3 more over here, folks. And this one that I will say, Dad, that you were talking about this bottle, this very bottle, many, many months before we actually tried any of their product. And you were like, ugh, who would want to drink that? That's disgusting.
I still don't know if I want to drink it or not.
And that is
I know.
ROA3's cigar series. This is finished 3 times in Madeira, rum, and Naranja casks. And I have heard great things about this. I want to see. So if you guys remember our first RY3 video we did on our pick, they blended 3 distinctive mash bills. I'm trying to see if that's back here too. Nope. No mentions of being distinctive here. But they do say it's a special blend of 3 phenomenal whiskeys. Where'd you get that one?
I got that one at Turtle Creek Wine and Spirits.
There you go. You got some more over there? I got 2 more whenever you need me to fill in for you.
I picked up this one. I was in Columbia, South Carolina, and this is a Morganelli's pick. This one I have to go back to my notes on, but this is the second highest proof.
And that's
Blue Note.
Blue Note. Hook me up here, old man.
So anyway, and I had a great conversation with Mike, by the way, at Morganelli's. Really, really been in the business a long time. Used to work for Buffalo Trace. Really knew his stuff.
Shout out Mike.
I absolutely recommend that if you are in the Columbia, South Carolina area, go to Morganelli's. I've been there many times, never even knew it was there, and it's been there for decades. So this is the second highest proof that's ever been released on a Blue Note store pick.
129.3.
So
we now have 4 of these.
four, I believe.
3 different picks, 4 bottles.
Yes. So there's that one. Me again.
Yeah, you finish up and I'll do the last 2 together.
Okay. And then I picked up this one, which is another Morganelli's, but I picked it up at a different store across town. This is an Old Dominic single barrel straight bourbon whiskey, cask strength, 119.97. I was told by the guy in the store I picked this up at that this was absolutely excellent. And
did he tell you, did it come from the barrels by the window?
No, did not say that.
But
then when I got over to the main Morganelli store, Mike told me about this one. He said, that is an excellent pick. And this is picked by the Soda Boys in the Columbia area. Mike talked to me about them, gave me their card. I'm going to reach out to, I think it's Matt there, and talk with him. So we're looking forward to that. But we love some Old Dominic cask strength, and now we have a store pick of it. So, all right.
Love Old Dominic. Super high rye, everybody. Super high rye.
You got one left?
I have 2 left.
Okay, I have 2. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, mine I'm going to do together because they're from the same place. And I was so happy.
He was sappy.
I was sappy on the phone. These guys are Pursuit United Double Oaked Rye and Double Oaked Bourbon.
And they came from?
Turtle Creek Wine and Spirits. Now, if any of you are well versed in the double oaking world, or just the content creation, bourbon related world, you guys know about Pursuit Spirits. And then you also know that Pursuit Spirits are very well known for their double oaking process. They are highly sought after. Their distillery only releases go like within the first hour of them being released, and never thought we would come across
One of each.
One of each.
And could have had more, but didn't want to be greedy.
Nah. So.
And guess what the proof is?
Should I guess?
Sure. It's all the same.
What is it, like 108 or whatever?
108.
108.
Yep. At least I assume this one's
108.
108.
108. They're particular. They know what they want. They know what they want over there.
So Josh sent me with a list of things.
Do I not know about this bottle?
No, you know about it.
Okay.
And he said, Penelope Estate Collection. So I happened to be in Louis, and I found this one. It's a Penelope Single Barrel Estate Collection 9-year.
10-year.
Oh, 10-year. 10-year, that's right.
10-year.
I think I saw a 9-year somewhere else, but I could not pull the trigger on it.
Now, we got to try a 9-year at the Bourbon TikTok meetup that we went to in mid-December of last year. And literally that morning, we were at a lottery, and my name got called for a Penelope Estate Collection 9-year. And I didn't know anything about Penelope.
He passed it.
And I said...
But that's okay. That's bourbon fun.
I handed it over to the guy sitting next to you. He had actually 1, 2, or 3 other Penelope bottles, and I was like, "You want another?" He was like, "Okay."
So this is a 2024 release. This is 75 corn, 4% malted barley, 21% rye. It was filled. Barrel was filled on 11/14/2014. Warehouse E and floor number 2. So
98 proof. My only gripe with these is they're not higher proofs.
Yeah.
But
then again, we haven't tasted it, so we might like it.
We might.
And another thing that was on the list, Josh asked me to pick up, was, do y'all know
Just
what this
if
is?
he came across it.
Do you know what? These tubes, they're kind of distinctive to let you know that it's E.H. Taylor. So E.H. Taylor Barrel Strength.
Batch 13.
Yeah, this year's release. Louis went in the back and went through, by the way, this will let you know how much stuff Louis has. But he went in the back and he went through and called out proofs to me, and I pulled up the list. And so I think he had like 4 years back.
Dang.
Back there. So, but anyway, look it up. Louis, South Carolina, or maybe Georgia. I don't remember.
I think it's South Carolina because this was day 1.
Yeah, but I was in Georgia.
I know.
I was in Albany.
But this was early day 1.
I left at 8 in the morning and got there at 9 at night.
This was early day 1.
Okay.
So
no, that was toward the end, or at least halfway.
I was on the phone with you, so you couldn't have been too far.
I guess.
But everyone is losing their minds over this batch.
And we have another batch.
Yeah, we'll figure out which one that is, and we will eventually do head-to-head versus. So that's everything, right?
That's everything.
That is everything, folks. So thank you so much for being here with us for another haul video. We probably won't have another one for a while.
Right.
It is...
Unless we win some big stuff at an event this weekend.
Yes. We are doing a bit of a charity event this weekend with the North Carolina Bourbon Society. This video was coming out much later.
Yes.
Probably it'll be a month ago.
Done.
It will have been a month from now. But we are very excited to be a part of that and to donate to a charity that deserves it.
Yes.
Dragonfly House.
Mm-hmm.
Dragonfly House.
Moxville, North Carolina area, Davis County.
Yep. So, guys, again, thank you so much for being here with us.
And as always, we like to say, take care of yourselves.
Our videos get better with time, just like bourbon.
We need to get to drinking. We haven't had anything. Oh, I had some pours about 9 o'clock this morning.
That's making the final cut.